Afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
I want to start by going back to the game against Crystal Palace and that VAR decision. When did you first realise that a mistake had happened?
When I was at home. No. But for me, sincerely, it's not a problem because when I spoke with you after the game about the mistakes of the referees, I think they are human like the other people, and they can make mistakes. And I don't like when if I have to criticize them because it's not my job. I'm sorry for the mistakes, for sure. I think we lost 4 or 5 points, not only in Palace but in with Aston Villa at home. There was a clear penalty, and the same in Leicester. But can happen some mistake, and in the end of the season, I think the mistakes are not so important in terms of table, no, because si compensano.
They are quite compensated. Yeah.
There is a balance of mistakes, and there is my problem. My problem is to play. Is my team to play with a quality and with a style, and to try the condition to win the game, and only this.
Do you think though the mistake that happened on the weekend with VAR is very different to maybe previous errors you've seen with regards a penalty or an on-field decision? This was a decision in.
Pensi che quello che è successo nel weekend è
with
un
the
errore
VAR
completamente diverso rispetto a quello che il VAR aveva fatto?
For sure, because the referee are humans, no, and the VAR is a machine, is a technology, is different, and we hope the football can improve through this technology, but I don't want to speak too much about referee because there are other people who wants take advantage about this, no, and I don't like this in Italy. I don't like this in Ukraine, and UK the same.
Now, Howard Webb was here at the training ground yesterday. Did you get a chance to speak to him? Did he explain what happened and what he wants to do moving forward to improve?
Yes, I can tell you he's a good guy. He's a honest person, and I appreciate a lot. He put his face, no, because when there is a mistake, a lot of people it's not easy to put your face in this situation. But I told him that there is a problem for me, for my players, and for my club. We don't want to put any pressure on referee of tomorrow, but always is like this.
But you want to be able to trust the technology and trust how it's used, so that I'm assuming fans, players, you as a manager, trust the decisions that are being made by VAR.
It should be better, no? The technology can and has to help the referee. But in Palace was like this, and we can't change the result. Maybe if was regular the goal of Pervis, we could lose the game the same way, no? And we didn't know the the other possibility during the game.
But I'll move on from that. Focus on Fulham. What's the team news? Adam Lallana, is he?
No, Lallana is a big injury, and we'll lose him for much time. Welbeck is not able to play, but the other feel good, and we are ready. For us, is a very important game. I think tomorrow we can understand who we can be in the second part of the season, because Fulham is a good team. They play a good quality of football, and but I think we are able to win the game.
On Adam Lallana, what's happened? Is it a setback from the injury he had before? Is this something new?
Cosa è successo con Adam Lallana? È un infortunio nuovo o una ricaduta su quello?
No, the same injury. The same injury. Unfortunately, is a big problem, and but is the same part of the leg.
Is that big as in weeks or months?
I think, man.
Okay, thank you, Roberto.
Levi Colwill available, is he back?
No, but it's a good way to back in the next game.
How's Robert Sanchez reacted this week after the goal he conceded against Palace?
But it's the same of the referee discussion. No? Can happen to make mistake, and I want he's relaxed and doesn't think to mistake, because in the past he gave us many points, and he's a very important player. He has full confidence in terms of teammates and coaches, and for this is not a problem.
Have you felt you needed to reassure him, or was he just back to his normal self the very next day?
No, in the first day I told him I want to see more personality after this mistake, because he is the coach is me, and I decide everything inside of the dressing room, inside of the pitch, and he has my total confidence, and he doesn't think too much, and he has to play to enjoy like before the Palace game.
I know you're only focused on Fulham, and there are 3 months left this season, but with it being 6th against 7th, fans dreaming of Europe next season, if the season were to finish tomorrow, how close, how ready is this club for European football?
I don't know if we are ready or not to play in Europe, but we are ready to fight to arrive in Europe. And after that, there is a new transfer market to start in Europe, and I think if we arrive in a nice position, for example in Europe, we can improve in confidence in ourselves. We can believe much in ourselves, and the progress is faster, no, for all players, and for the club, for the coaches, for me, and we have to fight to achieve, because it's an improvement, no, for us, for our club.
If you're in Europe, it's Thursday, Sunday, it's almost like a different sport. After Fulham, you have a 10-day break until your next game. Have you got any special plans for that time?
No, to work the same in the same way. I would like to let the other players, the other young players, to play in the next games, because we need to them, no? And I'm speaking about Inciso, Sarmiento, Buonanotte and Ayari. Buonanotte and Ayari both are very good players, and that will be very important for us this season, but in the next season for sure.
Roberto, how difficult is it for teams like Brighton, Fulham, Brentford, who are all pushing up the table, to break into those established places, so those teams in the Premier League, do you think?
Quanto è difficile squadre come il Fulham, il Brighton, il Brentford stabilizzarsi nella
I don't know. I can speak about Brighton, and it's difficult to speak only about Brighton. You can think it's impossible to speak about Brentford or Fulham. I think if you have a group of players like Brighton, is not too difficult. When I speak to fight to arrive in Europe, I'm not to show the arrogance or like this, no, but because I believe in my player, I believe in them, because I every day I see them in attitude, in quality, and I know very well the level of my players, and I know I'm able to analyze well the games, and the pitch for the moment is speaking for us, because in the last period we are playing a fantastic football. We are creating a lot of chances to score. We are defending very well, and I think at the moment we are ready to fight to arrive in Europe. If we'll change something, I will tell you something different, no?
Especially with your home form, 3 wins in a row at the Amex.
Yes, but the last games away were in Leicester, and Leicester won against Tottenham, and another games after in Aston Villa, I think, with Aston Villa. And Palace is a derby, and everyone can analyze the Palace game, no?
And Fulham, what do you make of them? Some of the players have said the game against Fulham earlier in the season, I know it was before you came, was the most difficult game they have played this season.
Yes, I told with your colleague, tomorrow is a difficult game, because they are a good team. They have a very good players, very good coach, but it's important also for another reason, because we have to understand the future, no? And we have to be ready to play a great game, because we have to continue in this way. And for us, on the table, we are very close with Fulham, and we would like to take distance for them.
Just one player, Manuel Solomon.
Yes,
He played
was my player.
with you.
Yes,
What kind of player is he?
I love him
Yeah.
because
Not tomorrow.
no, tomorrow no, but on the pitch you have to respect. Now I'm working with other players, but I can forget nothing because after the war started, we played a tournée in Turkey, in Europe, and he was with me, and I remember very well that moment, and I have him in my heart.
Thank you, Roberto.
Do you want to go with your two questions?
Thank you. I'm asking this for TBS, Tokyo Broadcasting System. You've been playing Mitoma a lot to full time, and I'd just like to ask, is this a sign of your trust in him as a player?
Il fatto che Mitoma giochi sempre dall'inizio vuol dire che credi totalmente nel giocatore.
Yes, but I believe also for the players who aren't playing in first 11, Mitoma, I think, is a potential top player. I think he can play better than the last two games, but it's a normal way for him because he isn't used to playing every game 90 minutes, and for him is the same for the club. We are improve. We have to improve in to stay focused, to have attitude every game, every session, and every game for 90 minutes, not for 30, 14, 45, one in the first half or the second half. We have to progress in this part, because this part is the part most important if we want to change our level.
So you're actually pushing him to develop his stamina. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
So how do you rate him as a player? I mean, what's your evaluation of him?
Come lo valuti come giocatore in generale, la tua considerazione?
For me, he's a top player because in 1-to-1, I think he's one of the best player in the world. Now he's important in the last part of the pitch because he's scoring a lot of goals. I would like the improvement for him is to play more with the teammates, no, in ball possession, to come inside of the pitch better, with more quality and with more technology, no. But it's my work to help me to explain him what I want he has to do.